Hey, what's up everyone? Just give y'all an update real quick on what's going on in the 200. And I know if y'all been following me on my channel and watching the posts on the community, you've seen that I've lost 7 fish so far. It's almost half of my tank. Sorry if I'm not real enthused to make this video. I normally am, but I got a lot of stuff going on with these fish and I really love them and I'm losing them. So right now everyone that's in this tank is still doing pretty good. There's only one fish that I'm concerned about in this tank. The other ones are doing great. Foxface, my Niger trigger, the Picasso trigger, my Dragon Wrasse, he's not out right now for some reason. I don't know where he is. He's probably sleeping, but my Porcupine Puffer, they're all doing great. So Fat Bastard over here, he hasn't really shown any major signs of improvement, but he hasn't shown any signs of decreasing in health either. So I'm really hoping that he's getting better. Keep your fingers crossed on that. The tank is dosed with copper, and I'm not real sure if that's what messed my lionfish up and my Mappa Puffer on my scorpion fish, but I already know that they had something going on before that. So really all this started when the Niger trigger's eye got damaged, and I dosed the tank with Melafix. The Melafix is supposed to heal any like type of bacterial infections, you know, that aren't real major in fish. And it's not really supposed to affect any fish, but it adds a slime coat to the fish, which is a protective layer. And I believe that it may have affected the way that the lionfish and some of the other fish felt, made them feel uncomfortable, and that may have lowered their immune system. I don't know where the parasite came from, but I tell you, it definitely was in the tank, and it got my Queen Angel was the first one to go. So I'm not real sure where that came from or how it got in there, but whenever all their immune systems lowered, it attacked everyone. Now they have a bacterial infection amongst all the parasite that was in there. And I've already dosed the tank with Polyp Lab and copper. It's just everything's going on at once. I quit using the Polyp Lab because I'm using the copper. Now what I've done was pull the lionfish out, the Mappa Puffer and the scorpion fish, and I've got them in a 10-gallon tank that I had laying around. It's the last tank that I had available. I did dose this with Canaplex. It's an antibiotic. It's for bacterial infections. Now I didn't hit it with copper or anything like that for parasites yet. I do have the Polyp Lab over there still that I will dose this tank with before I go to bed tonight, just in case they do have any type of ick or velvet on them or parasite before they go back into the tank. Now I'm not saying that this tank still has something in it, but it does have copper in there, so if there is any type of parasite in there, that should take care of all the other fish in here that aren't affected right now. So please keep your fingers crossed. If you have any suggestions or anyone knows exactly what might be going on in this tank, please drop them down in the comment box. I've been listening and responding to everyone that helps me out. I really appreciate all y'all's help and support. And please stay tuned, because I'm sure y'all want to keep updated on what's going on here, because this will definitely help people in the future figure out what might be going on in their tank. If you haven't hit the like button or subscribe button, I would suggest you do that, so that way you stay updated on everything that's going on, because this is something serious that I never dealt with in, you know, a marine tank before. Now I'm not a real veteran on marine tanks. I'm just a veteran on fish, period. I've been in the freshwater for the longest time, and I've dealt with velvet before in freshwater, and it wiped out a whole tank before I even knew what was going on. Now that's whenever I knew how velvet acts and what it does. Same thing that was going on here. But I wasn't just dealing with velvet here. I was dealing with a combination of velvet and a bacterial infection. And where the bacterial infection came from, I have no idea. I don't know how that happened. I did have a bacterial bloom, but it wasn't there that long. And I did get rid of it. So here we are. This is where we stand. I did end up getting the shark out, Bandit, Walter, my other angler, before anything happen to him. And I do have some grass shrimp that I'm gonna put in this tank so that way he can get fed. And then my eels are in another tank and they haven't eaten in about 4 or 5 days, but they can go a little while without eating. The water's fine, tank parameters are fine, and they're just a little bit stressed out. And I did buy an FX6 we're gonna throw on the 200 to get this thing polished up. So, like I said, everyone please keep your fingers crossed, pray for me, and hope that we don't lose any more fish in this tank. And just pray that nothing happens overnight with these fish, because I had this dosed with antibiotics. And I'm gonna keep an eye on them and see if anyone wants to eat. I'm not gonna dirty that tank up with food that's unnecessary. So no one in this tank's gonna eat it all, and no one in this tank's gonna eat it all tonight. But we're definitely gonna see if anyone wants to eat tomorrow, just with a little teeny bit. So stay tuned, everyone. Thank y'all again, and I will see y'all in the future.